boy Brian. Just doing. I haven't done a live stream in a while. Haven't done a video in a while at all. So I'm just figured I'd get on here and do. I just got Rory McIlror PGA Tour. And I'm doing a career mode. So I figured, you know, why not? Why not do a little broadcasting? We are playing as Ty Webb from. I got 2 music off. I don't want to block again. Ty Webb from the hit movie Caddyshack. He was what's his name's character? Turn the music off. Turn that off completely. Because I don't want to get flagged for have my video taken over copyright again. But yeah, Ty Webb, he was the Chevy Chase's character from the hit movie Caddyshack. And just doing a little career mode with him. Want to try this game out? It's pretty fun. For only $10 on sale right now. So if you haven't got this game yet, it's definitely worth buying. I mean, for only $10, you really can't beat that. I already did 1 round of this tournament. I'm in the 2nd round right now. 4 under apparently. So let's do this. It's a lot like the old Tiger Woods game. It's pretty much the same as that gameplay. Just Tiger Woods couldn't keep his 9-iron in his pants, so they decided to drop him. And Rory McIlror was the #1 player in the world at that point, so they went ahead and made him the cover athlete. It's unfortunate because he's very boring. Like when he talks, he has like almost no emotion in his voice. He's not as big as personality as you would see with like Tiger was, you know.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present 2nd round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. It's the 2nd round of the Web.com Tour Championship, 4th and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. We saw a lot of great golf on day number 1, but as we inch closer, Frank, with those 50 PGA Tour cards up for grabs, that pressure begins to ratchet up.
It would have to, Rich, with that golden ticket come the end of this week, and that's a chance to play on the PGA Tour. But for the time being, let's look at the way they're playing right now. We are seeing some players play at the top of their game.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. So a tester from 4 feet.
A little better at cutting.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s at TPC Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Well, he's going for back-to-back birdies here, trying to jumpstart this round.
Some momentum moving in the right direction.
Oh, a little too much.
Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Should have had birdie. A little too
Those
much
keep the
left.
round
See,
going,
as I
those
said,
par
I'm
putts.
having trouble reading the green sometimes.
Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Wow, what impact. Absolutely
If I
crushed
unlock it
it.
later, maybe I'll do it for remote.
Whoa,
I
that
can
is
give the
long.
guy any output that Happy Gilmore was there.
That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Just a pure strike. A perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Once considered the best PGA teaching pro in the country, our featured golfer makes birdie and now sits comfortably inside the cut line. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there. Good tee shot right in the short grass. Frank, where's the difficulty on this approach here at the 10th?
It's really the shape of this green. That little front piece, you have to be right on the money there. And then, of course, that green starts to open up and then move to the right.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That is classy.
Yeah, a chance of going in.
I'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. Get another birdie and on the march, 7 under for the tournament.
I guess it just has you play random holes. I mean, my friend said that you can do...
Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
Rich, this is a rarity. A golf instructor, or a former golf instructor, trying their hand. This is old school. You used to see it in the 40s and the 50s. People used to go and teach in pro shops, then come out on the tour. I have not seen this for many a year. Someone good enough to teach, but good enough to play.
And you're hearkening back to the 30s and 40s when guys like Ben Hogan and Byron Nelson, two of the greatest who have ever played,
took club jobs.
They had to take club jobs. There wasn't that much money in those days in the professional ranks. Another guy that comes to mind is Claude Harmon. Now, I think most people know the name Butch Harmon. He was one of Tiger's most successful teachers along the way. That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
So he didn't hit the green in regulation, but he still has a reasonably good chance to save his par, about 10 feet away. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Whoa, that was unexplainable.
Bogey.
I thought that was easily going to be a par.
Too much left.
Now we'll have to focus, try to make bogey.
In this situation, Rich, a bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
See, I don't get this, but I did good. I'm leading right now, so. And my spin went up, and my short game went up, so that's good. I should have aimed that just a little bit shorter. Probably not done a full swing on that, but I'm up. I got double lead on the next closest guy. Let's play another round, shall we? All right, third round. Let's go. The game, like I said, the gameplay is solid. I mean, it plays just
EA
like
Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present third round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That has to feel good. That's a birdie.
Look at the crocodiles. Remember earlier I was golfing, there was like, it was in the woods.
Fifth hole,
like
good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
We wouldn't be worried
If
about
ever a
that.
hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole. It just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. The only way really to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Now the second shot here at the 5th. What's the best play here, Frank?
If the flag's back right, there's nothing wrong with being in the middle of the green. Actually, nothing wrong with being in the middle of the green no matter where the flag is.
Appears to be tracking well. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
A little bit downhill.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go.
Oh, man.
Gotta really knuckle down there and make sure you
show that
don't
much of a
drop a
break.
shot. It's important this one goes in.
So they'll tap in. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Frank, what do you think of the 6th? Pretty short par 4.
It is, but you come out of that sort of corridor and fairway opens up and then it narrows up, bunkers to be around. Very, very few people hit driver here.
Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good parts.
I'm fine with that.
Did the job right there.
Still keeps me in the lead.
Frank, 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Solid play, heart of the green.
Right.
This is an awkward length.
That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole.
Even par currently.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine.
Bogey there, Frank, but really not a big deal as we look at the leaderboard. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
All right, I got some good stuff. All right, five under. That give me the lead, or I don't really get this, but I think I won. Let's see. See, the graphics aren't that great, even for a PS4 game. Final round. All right. Let's go.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is one of the most exciting days of the year in golf. It's the final round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, this is the day that dreams are realized. And I'm talking about lifelong dreams.
You're exactly right, Rich. They say pressure is relevant, perhaps a putt to win a major championship or win a PGA Tour event. What about the thought of actually having another career? That's right, 18 holes. That's what it's going to take today. And maybe you have a career that's going to last for many a year going forward. But it all has to happen today.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close.
Oh,
and that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Bogey here yesterday. Now this for birdie. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really 2 good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break?
Might be. Could be.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, what a putt from long distance, nice. Bottom of the barrel. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player, when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
.315. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
So this is his 4th shot after the last one found the water.
It's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Frank, a couple different ways to watch golf as a fan. You could follow your favorite player for a number of holes, or you can park yourself in one spot. I think one of the better ones is the hill behind the 17th at TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, and that's why the reaction of the fans is so different. If you followed that player the whole way around, you lived and died on every shot he's hit. Meanwhile, if you're stuck at a hole, you want to see some tragedy, you want to see some great shots, and consequently you get that divergence of different type of fan.
Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest?
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
There was a shark, I remember that.
Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
Is it stopped yet?
It's still going. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. To win the Web.com Tour Championship. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.
Ookie crisp. Oh, I got a bunch of stuff. Nice shot shaping, put stroke, sharp put. Okay. It's really based on attributes. I won. Hell yeah. That's how it's done, I guess. Paying golfers, okay. I get money for this? Okay. Okay, I did stuff. Let's see. I got a new driver apparently. Better forgiveness, better workability. No, this one just has better forgiveness. I like the one I have right now. I'm gonna stick with the one I have. I'm just gonna stay with whatever that means. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Also got new woods. Again, I like the stuff I'm using already. Let's see, hybrids. One thing is it's more forgiveness, and I really don't need that, to tell you the truth. Oh, none of these are good. That good. Got a new putter apparently. I like that one. Oh, bless me. I don't mind any of this stuff. Grips, maybe. I like the black grip. Place off. I'm fine with the red arrows on there. Alright, I got new clothing too, I think. Let's see. Oh, I got new attribute bonuses. got outfits. Let's see. I'd maybe wear like that red one right here. Nah, not the way my guy looks. He looks like the characters in the movie. Just the hat. Wish there was better hats. All the hats look like just like regular hats. Like a cool looking one, you know? Oh well. Alright, I don't need anything new on there. Okay, let's go next. Career Builder Challenge. You already know who it is. It's your boy Brian, by the way. First round current hole, position 13th. Hold is a 10th. I could do that. Okay.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Our featured golfer making the turn. Let's pick up with the action at the 10th. Has not been a stellar performance to this point, but Frank, not too bad.
When you consider 4-round events, Rich, you're going to have a period where there's a little lull. As long as you can minimize the damage over the course of 4 days, it turns out all right.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Oh, man. Terrific golf shot. Now, back for an easy birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Once considered the best PGA teaching pro in the country, our featured golfer makes birdie and now sits comfortably inside the cut line. Well, Frank, how about this hole? Par 5 11th at 617 yards.
The goal here is to take all that. Oh, he is winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces. Great lie. What a great shot. He has really hit it a long way. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That was not a very good read right there. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
It doesn't go in, you got to add another one to the scorecard.
And that's where the golf ball's just staring at you and mocking you and laughing at you.
You know deep down it's smiling too, don't you?
A little bit more laughing when I got
Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. Frank, now another clever, small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
A couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. You can be left with something in the sort of 140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Or if you want to get a little sort of greedy, you start to sneak it up there where it gets narrow. It's shorter, but it requires a better shot.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Club has been pulled, ready for the second shot now at the par 4 12th. That is a beauty, a real beauty. This from 7 feet.
Dang it.
So close, just a tap in from there. So just a formality here.
Get some more birdies, man.
Just keeping the leaders within sight, Frank.
Doing a good job, really. Leaders at the moment, they seem to be in a playing to a different level, but top 10, interesting over these next few holes. Oh, this is right at it.
That will be a great look at birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Nice birdie and a nice little move on the leaderboard, getting to 2 under par. 14th hole, par 4 of 389 yards. It is short, but Frank, there is some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really: poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunker completely out of play, 290, 300 yard category, and get it down there where it's just a flick wedge. And got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Shouldn't be a problem here. That's an important birdie right there, into the top 5 on this leaderboard.
Well, there's so much at stake this week, Rich.
Well, Frank, we are turning home. It says so on the scorecard here at 15.
It is, and once again, another example of great bunkering by Pete Dye. Bunkers on a lot of golf courses just simply left and right, but what Pete Dye does, he gets them cut in, especially that one down the left side of the fairway it cuts in, so it has to be avoided, and it's going to be about 280 yards to take it completely out of play. That's probably the best line, is to get it just past that last bunker on the left side.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Good clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
It's at sneaky distance.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as well as anyone, you just have to kind of maintain your footing out there. There you have it, Frank. First round is complete. What are your thoughts, partner?
Rich, I think anyone inside the current top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly well placed to go on and take this championship.
Earn in my mid-game and recovery. Okay, I'm cool with that. John, huh? Made myself laugh. think it's in Scottsdale. Looks like Scottsdale. I used to work up security in Scottsdale where all the rich people live. Can't say exactly where. Celebrities there. Can't say exactly who. But they had some, from what I was told, beautiful golf courses up there. I mean, probably the most famous. I wouldn't say most famous. The nicest golf course I probably played at
This
was
is
the
EA
Wigwam,
Sports
which is in
PGA
Avondale,
Tour
which is a
coverage
really nice
coming
one.
up next. It's second round coverage
in
of the
California.
Career Builder Challenge.
Oh shit!
Frank, how about this hole, the par 5 11? Long one.
Oh, it is. And, you know, anything over 600 yards, only the longest it is the Bubba Watsons, the Dustin Johnsons. The other ones that can get home on a hole like this. For the other ones, even those bunkers down the left side are sort of in play. You at least have to give them a cursory look off the tee. Nothing wrong with a hole, a par 5 that you can't reach. You can still play it as a 3-shotter. And in some respects, you get rewarded for laying up here because that water that comes in on the left-hand side, that's not going to be in play.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. His putt for birdie. Frank, that birdie will help the cause. To the par 4 12th here at PGA West, short at 363 yards. Looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. This would be nice. 2 straight birdies. And with that birdie, moves to 3rd place. Frank, what do you make of this par 3 13th at 214 yards?
It's another example of Pete Dye using those sort of very harsh wooden bulkheads that give you that such a definitive line around the edge of the green. Plus, it's his ability to turn a straight hole into a very angular or crooked-looking hole.
Birdie try up next. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Dang.
Well, this will test his mettle.
In the end. How did I get a par? That bogey. No, I did have bogey.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par.
All right. I got to see some birdies the rest of this match.
Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards. But, Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter play, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out there on a hole like this. You always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
He has this putt for birdie. Moves into 2nd place with that birdie. So that is a top 10 performance through 2 rounds, Frank.
It's always nice to know that you have a shot with 2 rounds left in the tournament.
crisp. Upgrade on my consistency and my long putting, which is good. I'm gonna need that. Simulate based on inch attribute. Ooh, I'm only three behind right now. Let's go. Interpolating trajectories, creating leaderboard. Ooh, cookie crisp. Sorry, that voice was probably pretty creepy. Second place on the 6th hole. And I'm at 8 under. Ooh, windy day today too.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live third round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Frank, a little chip shot here from the fringe. Now, a lot of options. I've seen some players hit 6-iron, others will shut down like a sand wedge.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought. Some people just try and perfect like one club. But really, the best chippers.
No way! He hold it, Frank.
Great pitch shot.
Oh, Barbara, I'm coming for you.
Frank, this is like a big water park here at PGA West. We saw it at the 6th, and here again at the 7th, a challenging par 4, 346 yards.
I've never, ever seen anyone try and drive this green, so it's just a layup. See the bunker down there in the distance, that really is the stop sign. So something that's short of that, but really what I prefer is try and lay up on a nice number, something that you've got a full shot in, whether that be a 9-iron or an 8-iron or a wedge. You'd like to have a full club in here.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole, this for birdie. Par yesterday, now for birdie.
Oh, that was nasty.
That's an outrage right there. I mean, if there's a high commission of golfdom, we need to consult them right now, because it's just simply not fair, Frank. It's not.
I think the people above are frowning and the people below.
555-yard par 5 8th hole. Frank, is this a 2-shotter or a 3-shotter?
Good question, Rich. It starts to shrink down by the walkway, which is around that 30-yard mark. That's the decision has to be made. Personally, I think you try it at first, because even if you do find a fairway bunker, then it is certainly a layup. If you've got the distance, it's well worth the risk. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
And now the second shot here at this par 5. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Are you kidding me?
Almost fell within just a few inches of dropping. Clean this up with a tap.
Given the situation, Rich, things so tight at the top. Very, very good birdie.
That was huge right there. Still with a great chance to come away with this title. Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards with that water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards, then you can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward.
This could be a good one. Just a superb shot.
you're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Will make birdie if he holds this putt. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament.
Barber dropped one. Let's go.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Ready to go now on the approach shot here at this par 4 10th. Good looking shot right here. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Drops for a birdie. Well, we've arrived at our third par 5 of the day here at PGA West. It is the 11th. It is nicknamed appropriately Eternity 600.
He goes after it like he is here.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that? Smoked that one.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Ball sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
Courage and long game and strength and middle game, I think it said. 14 under. Jordan Spieth, dude, Barber dropped bad. Holy crap. All right, let's play this next round. Under, I'm first place, and on the 14th hole, final round. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I got 5 more holes to finish this out. Just gotta stay in the lead.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage.
Ooh, Spieth.
Today it's live final round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, what's the key here? Second shot at 14.
Green sits up a little bit, well protected by those bunkers there. A nice high, soft landing shot.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Shouldn't be a problem here. Go ahead and do that for birdie. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round. So, Frank, a perfect lie right here, and now this gives him a chance to take the next step, which is get after this hole location.
Yeah, so many more options now, and basically it's just going to come down to club selection now. This is absolutely perfect. This is one where he can get a reward from.
This one has a chance to be close. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Right in the heart. Now to the par 5 16th. Frank, this is a pretty solid hole.
Like all the other par 5s here, length gets a big advantage here. This hole, as you mentioned, bends to the left, and that bunker can be taken out of play by the longest hitters. 326 yards will get you past that. Otherwise, there's sort of a V shoot down the right side that everybody else has to respect.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that. Could have been a lot worse. That didn't finish up too bad.
No, just on the fringe, so he'll still have an opportunity to knock this one in. That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. He's made it. Well, let's see, Frank. The par 3 17th, just 168 yards. You can't miss it right. Can't miss it left. Can't miss it short. You can't miss it long. Good luck. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. So off the tee here at the par 3, not his best stuff, but still a chance to make the 3.
Yeah, that was a poor miss off the tee. See if he can redeem himself.
Hello? Hello? Taco? Taco? Hello? Taco.
That's just a poor putt right there. No other way to say it. And a drop shot, a bogey at 17. Just a little tap in here.
Rich, I don't think that bogey's going to make any difference.
I'm up at 3 in this tournament.
Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left,
that Eminem
right.
performance on SNL, he fucking killed it, dude.
Somewhere in between, though, this fairway.
He did
Frank, this
that new
approach
song,
shot
Walk on Water.
pretty straightforward.
And then he
Just
did
don't
like
hit
a
it
melody
left.
of Stan and Love the Way
It's
You
a
Lie.
tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You're allowed to move that flag mentally 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that.
You'll love them. The birdies.
Yeah, one song,
That's another one.
Take me home tonight. I don't
Just a tremendous week of golf.
That's Eddie Money.
And that, my friend, is a winner right there.
Yeah, and he should be proud of himself too. It took golf of the highest quality to beat this high-quality field, and that is something that you will remember for a long,
Guys,
long
I'm
time.
streaming right now. Do you want to say hi to anybody who may ever watch this?
Fuck everyone in Arizona.
Okay, well.
Okay. Okay, well.
Woo, I won the tournament. 18 under, dude. Let's go.
18 under?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's over
Whatever.
4 rounds, so.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Fuck off then, dude.
I average about 4 under a round.
Like, Jesus, you got a birdie every hole?
You're a birdie, wink. Oh, I like that one. Thanks a lot. Ty Webb captures first. Oh yeah, I made Chevy Chase's character from Caddyshack as my character.
God.
I felt really good today. This is part of that movie where this guy he shoots a shot and this guy goes, "That was amazing. Thank you very little." Like such a fucking asshole, dude. Who's fucking tap dancing over here? Ooh, attribute bonus. Attribute bonus! Party people! Tag team back again. Yeah, I'm back again. Guess what? I'm fucking back again.
God.
What?
Guess what? I'm back again.
Oop, there it is. Louder. Whoop, there it is. Louder!
Come on now!
Louder!
Bring on now!
Louder!
Oh, thank you.
Ah!
Now run, baby, run!
Taco, give me a second.
Not to do that
See
again.
what new drivers I got.
Do it again.
Send you 10 more invites? Okay.
Okay, well.
Oh.
Guess I don't know.
Oh. My recliner's so broken. Okay, let me see.
You're so broken. You're really fucking broken. Why are you so broken? When you're, oh yeah.
Cool,
Wanna,
dude.
yeah. But you wanna get, anymore.
Anymore.
Over
Hold on, I have to get Rachel in here. Damn it.
Smooth move, Ferguson.
Sorry.
What the fuck is that supposed to be?
Oh, you haven't seen 30 Rock, huh?
Have you
No.
seen 30 Rock, bitch?
Not that far.
There's an inside joke where someone always says smooth move, Ferguson, and no one knows where it's from.
That's hilarious. Hey, what's the name of that one guy that she's always trying to impress?
Oh my god, I forgot his name. That's not even that much cheese.
Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream right there. If you like what you saw, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button real quick.
Why would you like a video from an anti-Semite?
Let's do 200. Let's do 200 likes by tomorrow and 20 new subscribers by tomorrow. Well, I'll let you say the goodbye. Go ahead.
You have to
Okay, bye.
All right, I'll take it. Okay, peace. Love you. You know what, man? I'm trying to do